Have you ever wondered where football clubs make all their millions, billions of pounds, euros, dollars? Have you ever wondered where do they get all the money from? Like money they used to sign superb players from the likes of Messi to almighty Cristiano Ronaldo. Have you ever thought about that? Welcome to Like a Plus TV. Today we'll be taking a look at the sources of revenue of these huge mega football clubs, most of them based in Europe, some based in Asia and America. Now, the question is, how do these clubs come about the millions of dollars, of euros, of pounds that they spend? Most of the time you see them, they buy some players for as much as 200 million euros or dollars. Sometimes you hear a player is signed for up to 300 and something million pounds, and you begin to wonder, where are they getting all this money? And then come to think of it, in a team, at least they should be able to have nothing less than 30 football players. At least they will be having reserves. Also, they have the coaching team, the therapists and all that. Also, they maintain their stadium in a way that makes it look very appealing. Now the question is, where do they get all the money? Okay, I'll be telling you where they get all this money. Number one, from Matchday revenue. You see those people, the spectators that usually sit around to enjoy these football games, they are not there for free. They buy tickets. Now, most of these tickets go for something like, let's say, some from £30 to £69. And sometimes, based on the match, like some mega matches, they can sell for as high as 100, 200 pounds. When you now look at it from, okay, how many people in that particular stadium? Like some stadiums are like, let's say, 60,000 seater capacity. Now let's come to the minimum. Let's say 69 pounds. Multiply it by, let's say, 60,000 people in that particular stadium. Now you can be able to see how much they are earning already. If you convert that to naira, I think everywhere we begin to quake, everywhere we begin to, zuzu. Okay, apart from that, there are also some kind of money that they make from, let's say, there are some stadium related income from something like hospitality. There are hotels around these stadiums. Most of these hotels are owned by the football club that own that particular stadium. Now, most of these people, like let's say 60,000 people that come around to watch this particular football, most of them will want to eat, most of them will want to drink, most of them will want to snack, some of them will also want to lodge. Now, they pay for these services. Like, I think the hospitality part is where most of the spectators spend a lot of money, You have to spend to enjoy yourself, especially when you are in Europe. At least you have to spend real well to enjoy your money. Now, apart from that, you also see that they also get some money from commercials. A lot of businesses, a lot of companies, multinational companies, they advertise their products when these matches are going on. Why? Football matches usually attract a large following. A lot of people watch football match. If you bring, let's talk about Nigeria now. If you bring about 100 Nigerian youths, at least you will have about 80% of them supporting one football club or the other. Now, we are not talking about other African states. We are not talking about European states. We are not talking about Asian states and all that. So a lot of people are glued to their TV sets or devices when these matches are going on. Now, the matches serve as a veritable grant to attract people. And then most industrialists, most companies see this as an avenue to introduce their products and services to this particular set of potential clients or customers. So they make a lot of money from that too. They don't advertise the products, let's say McDonald's and all that. They don't advertise it for free. They pay reasonable amount of dollars. Also, you also see some companies, that print their logo. You see a particular team wearing the logo of some companies. I think Manchester United now, I think whether it's a team viewer, there was a time Chelsea was having a O3, Arsenal O2, stuff like that. There is one that actually has Hollywood as the brand, they are advertising. Now let me tell you something. Most of these companies that own those logos pay these football clubs huge amounts of money for these football stars, mega stars, to wear their logo. Now they make money from that. In fact, let me tell you something. They make nothing less than 4.4 billion pounds. I mean billion pounds in 2022/2023 football season. They made as much as that. If you convert that to naira, you will understand why these clubs, at least, they have the financial wherewithal to buy players as if nothing mega. Are you getting it? Now, another one is also broadcast revenue. I think you watch most of your matches from, let's say, DSTV, ESPN, Canal France, and all that. Now, most of these broadcast companies, they pay fantastic amounts of money to have the broadcast rights of these matches. Okay, hello, Mr. Manchester United, I want Canal France, I want ESPN to show your match coming up this Saturday, and then Manchester United will say, okay, this is the amount you are going to pay for you to be able to have right to air this particular match. Okay, apart from that one again, we also have stadium utilization. That's another one. Now, this is another place where it gets very, very interesting. You find out that it is not only when football matches are going on that stadiums are used. Most of the stadiums are also rented out for other social events and sometimes political events. Some concerts are held in stadiums, and now these artists that want to use the stadium, they usually pay the football club a considerable amount of money to have access to use that particular football stadium. Now, if you look at it now, you look at the various places they are getting their millions that are now amounting to billions of pounds. Now you see why they are making a lot of money. Now, another one that we cannot overlook is merchandising, licensing and merchandising. Now, let me tell you something. Before you use the logo of some of these, most of these football clubs, you have to obtain rights. And obtaining the right means that you have to pay money. You pay money. They tell you how much you pay before you can even use their logo. Okay, what about their jersey? Let's say most of the time you see people wearing Cristiano Ronaldo, you see people wearing Messi, you see Kylian Mbappe and all that. All those clothes, they are part of the ways that the respective football clubs make their money. They print the names of most of their football stars on their jersey, and then they make it available in stores, and then people go there and buy their favorite jersey. It amounts to it earns them millions of dollars. Now let me, even if you don't understand what I mean, look at that person, that Ezego, that chief, that money man, on your street that is selling okrika. You know how much he makes, that enables him to live large in your area. Now imagine how much these clubs will be making, because these clubs, they are not only selling in the city where they are operating, they are even selling to to worldwide fans, to worldwide buyers. Okay, another one is UEFA competition, the money that UEFA gives to most of these clubs when they want to participate in European competitions. Even FIFA too do give money. They also make money from this. All those teams that qualify, they get paid. They get some money that aids them in their preparation and all that, and payments and all that. Now you see how much they are making. Now the last but not the least that I would like to talk about is transfers. Yes, clubs make a lot of money from transfers. It is just like that Emeka on your street that usually goes to Alaba International to go and buy a particular gadget for, let's say, 10,000 naira, and then he comes to your area and sells it for 20,000 naira or 30,000 naira. Yes, football clubs also do that. How do they do that? Sometimes they take players from their academy, make these players, feature them in their matches, and make these players look appealing to other clubs, and then these clubs can actually grow interested in that particular player and come around and say, oh, we want to buy Uchenna, we want to buy Lionel Messi, we want to buy Deco and all that. And then the club that owns that particular player will say, okay, we are selling Deco for $100 million, and then the interested club will look for the money and buy. And sometimes the host club, the club that actually owns that player, may even have spent merely $10 million on that particular player. By the time they sell it for $100 million, they are making as much as $90 million in profit. Now they do that from time to time. That's why most of these football clubs, they have football academy. Now, if you now take a look at all this, there are other things too, where they get some kind of hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. By the time you accumulate everything, you know why most of these clubs on a yearly basis, they make nothing less than 2.something billion pounds in revenue. That's why they are able to afford most of these players. Now sometimes you say, they want to pay that money to buy just one person. How come? My brother, it is business, and they are getting their money. They are making it look very, very glamorous. That is why they can spend, and that is why they have the money that they spend. Do you think there are other ways that these football clubs make their money? Are there others that I did not mention? Why not leave it in the comment section so that football lovers and people who love to know can access this vital information. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Like A Plus TV. Okay, catch you some other time. I love you. I remain Justice Israel Magic Pen. Thank you for watching.